Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to be showing you all how to make a wig unit. Now I'm just showing you all the stuff I'm using: my dome cap, my needle, and my thread. I do have about 4 or 5 needles that I'm going to go ahead and thread at the same time in the beginning, so I'm not threading all throughout my process. And yeah, this is everything I use, plus of course the wig head, wig head stand. Yeah, this is my thread. This one's a bit short because this is what I'm going to use to thread my frontal, sew my frontal. And now I'm just threading the rest of the needles, which are going to be very long pieces because I don't want to have to stop to thread needles, throughout the process. So yeah, you just see me trying to get the thread together. I'm pulling it, and now I'm just gonna double it to make sure it's the same length so I can cut it and tie it. Okay, so now we have our first needle and thread all put together and ready to begin. I placed my frontal onto the cap off camera. I'm sorry you guys, I forgot to record that part. But I'm just showing you how I kind of pinned it down. Yes, there are spaces, but I'm going to show you how to close those up. I'm actually going to start by adding a few more pins so that while I'm sewing, it's not too hard to close up those gaps. And I'm just gonna pin it so in between, to kind of get it ready to be sewn down. Okay, you guys, so now we are ready to begin sewing our frontal down. We're going to start at the very end. Doesn't matter which side. I just prefer this end. Stick it through the frontal and through the wig cap. You're going to want to take it in between the thread. Take the needle in between the thread. Pull it through to create your knot. Like this is your foundation. After you do that, you can just take it through like so. And I just take the needle in between, like that. I don't know how to explain it, y'all. That's why it's a video, so y'all can see it. But yeah, I do that about 3 times at the very beginning on the end, or anytime, the thread runs out and I have to begin a new one. I would cut it and just start adding in the thread like so. So I'm just gonna now begin to sew my frontal down. Don't mind my little wig head stand, y'all. It was a little hard to work with, but listen, it got the job done. And I got a new wig head stand, so don't try me. Anyway, so I don't know what I'm doing here. Honestly, I'm just speeding it up so y'all can watch. So here I just wanted to show you guys how we are looking. We are over halfway done with sewing our frontal down, and it looks pretty good to me. You know, I'm not a professional, but it looks really good. It's not going to be coming apart. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep going, just keep swimming.
Look at those palm trees. Damn.
And now we have our whole frontal sewn down. She is really tacked down good, y'all. Not going nowhere. No tangles in the thread. It looks pretty good. Okay, y'all, now we're just gonna take our bundles. I did have a 13 by 6 frontal, so it's not really much space. Like, I don't need to add too much hair. I don't want a full wig. This is hair on the shorter side, so I don't need my wig to be too full. And I'm just gonna start pretty much the same way I did with the frontal. Get that long thread through there once and open it up so I can put the needle through and begin sewing the hair down. So here I'm just gonna start by kind of the same way I did with the frontal. Take the needle and thread through the width and through the wig cap as well. Pull it all the way through. You're gonna see me pulling and pulling and pulling, because as y'all saw in the beginning, that piece of thread is very, very long, so that I'm not having to go back and redo like more thread pieces. Now here you see me struggling a tad bit. I'm just basically trying to create my foundation for you know, my starting point. Make sure my track is down good at the end, because oftentimes that's where the wig will start to come apart, like at the ends. So I make sure I knot it up real good, have it tacked down real good on the ends. I like to go in with my needle and thread at least like 3 or 4 times in the same spot, just to make sure it's going to stay and not going to come apart. Okay, so now I pretty much have it down good at the end, so I'm gonna move on to just sewing down my tracks. And y'all, these tracks are pretty old, don't judge me. I use my hair until I can't use it no more, so yeah, I was still gonna get some use out of these babies here, and they're still soft and you know, no tangles, hardly no shedding. But yeah, anyway, so I'm just going and sewing this bottom track on by taking my needle and thread through the track. And I don't go through the wefts. I know some people go through the wefts. I don't go through the wefts. I go up under the wefts and through the wig cap, and then I do my little knot method where I twist the
thread around the needle right here once and twice, and then I pull it. Oops. I pull it on through. So look at me. This is real life me, y'all. I be messing up sometimes, but hey, no one's perfect, and I didn't want to edit it out. I wanted y'all to see that. So y'all, honestly, I do not know what happened to my other footage of me sewing the tracks on like in the middle. But yeah, I'm pretty much just doing the same thing you saw me doing in the beginning, at the bottom with the first track, just going from one side to the other side, sewing it down to the wig cap. So you guys, when you get to the very top right next to the frontal, you want to make sure you're practically sewing the last track and the frontal together. Like you want it to be very close together. You don't want there to be no spaces, because that will create like lumps and stuff. We don't want none of that. We want it to be very flat and natural looking. So as you can see, I'm getting it very close to my frontal, very close. I'm not putting it on top, underneath, but just like very close. Okay, and so now we're just going to cut the end, and we're going to cut it close as possible to the knot. I did not show y'all, I don't think I showed y'all the knot I made at the end, but just like all the other knots where I knotted 3 times, and yeah, we're going to cut that off. We're going to go down. And this is what I mean, like when the hair sheds, because you cut the wefts, that will cause your hair to shed, not because of what type of hair it is or where it's from, but cutting the wefts is going to make your hair shed like when you have it on. But this is my finished product, you guys. I know it looks a little dry right now, but I haven't styled it. I haven't put any oils or anything on it. It's freshly washed, freshly made. As you can see, I have not even cut the lace on the frontal yet. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut out the inside of the cap. And this is very simple and self-explanatory, so I'm gonna let y'all watch and just get close, but not too close. You don't want to cut, the thread. You did all this hard work, you don't want to cut your thread, so just make sure you cut close, but not too close. And yeah, you guys, that is literally all. That's it. So the inside of your wig should look something similar to mine. When you're done, it should fit perfectly. If not, you can add combs, you can add elastic band, which I normally do add an elastic band with the frontal, because sometimes I don't want to glue it down, so the elastic band make it tighter where it just fits my head and snugs my head perfectly. But yeah, now I'm just putting the wig back on the wig head stand for y'all so y'all can see it a little bit better. I do have videos on how I bleach my knots, so you can check that out. And yeah, I think I'm gonna turn her around so I can show y'all like down the middle. And you know, it's not perfect, but it's very flat and it looks very natural, especially after I did it, y'all, like after I styled it.
But yes, you guys, that is all for this video. I do thank you all so very much for watching and tuning into my channel again. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are already not subscribed. And definitely go ahead and hit the notification bell because I have a lot more videos such as styling, curling, straightening. So just stay tuned. Bye.